So won't the district enjoy a windfall of revenue since property values have increased so much this past year?
I wish we would. And that's a common thought among many in our community, that because property values went up and the taxes collected are a factor of that valuation, that the school district and all the other governmental agencies that rely on property tax are going to see a huge increase in revenue. And let me tell you why that's not the case for the school district. I addressed one of them earlier when we talked about the funding model in Colorado. That equalization process from the state means that even if we generate more money locally, we don't always get to keep that. It goes to Denver first. They equalize the rest of the districts in the state. So as we generate more, they backfill us or they provide our budget with less. So that's just the nature of the equalization process. We're not fans of it. I fight against it in Denver. It's part of my job, but we have to live with it for now. I think another important factor in why we don't see a windfall is because a lot of our existing bonds and mills are tied to exact dollar amounts. So when we've asked these questions in the past, we've asked for exact dollar amounts of revenue, as opposed to some communities that would ask for a specific mill levy. We don't ask for a specific mill levy because we don't think that that's transparent. We think that asking for the specific dollar amount tells our community this is exactly what we need to raise and exactly how we need to spend it. If we were to ask for a specific mill levy, then as assessed valuation goes up, that generates the additional revenue that people assume that we're getting. But because we're asking for dollar amounts, what the school district does over time, we reduce our mills. We will be reducing our mills this year, whether these questions pass or they don't pass. And we do that every year. You can look back over time and see that the school district mills drop. Every year assessed valuation goes up. So it basically, it floats or it fluctuates based on the assessed valuation because we have exact dollar amounts that we're trying to land on. It gets confusing, but I think it's better in terms of transparency for our community that we ask for specific dollar amounts instead of mill levies. But then in a time like this, when we do ask for a question after assessed valuation goes up, we have to explain why we're not getting that windfall. But I wish we were.